Well, speaking of the whole self-importance in the Facebook and everything.
Okay.
And again, my thoughts on Facebook.
Hey, you love it.
Hate it. I like it for promotion of real reasons to be on Facebook, but individuals, not so much.
Well, it's dying.
Yeah. So Wisconsin woman's phone is recovered months after a crash in which her daughter and 2 nieces whom she was driving were killed.
All right.
She is charged with homicide.
What?
Yep.
All right.
When the crash happened, police couldn't work out why.
Okay.
A car driven by 34-year-old Carrie Jo Milberg from Centuria, Wisconsin, allegedly plowed into a truck heading in the opposite direction.
Wow.
Her 11-year-old daughter and 2 5-year-old nieces were in the car with her, and they were killed.
Wow.
Milberg was seriously injured but survived, as did her 3-year-old son. Milberg said she couldn't remember what happened. The accident happened in December of 2013. However, a CBS Minnesota reports police went back to the crash scene in April last year. By then, the snow had melted.
Mm-hmm.
They found a phone which turned out to be Milberg's.
Wow. And it worked?
Apparently.
Wow.
What they discovered, they say, is that Milberg was sending Facebook chat messages to a man a mere 2 minutes before the crash was reported. This has led the local district attorney to issue 3 charges of homicide against Milberg. She faces a maximum of 10 years in jail and a $25,000 fine for each homicide.
So you can kill somebody and you only get 10 years?
Apparently.
Jeez, that doesn't seem right.
The crash investigators report specifically cited that Facebook chat messages and the subsequent alleged driver inattention as the cause of the accident.
Jeez.
The report did add that she had a therapeutic amount of oxycodone and midazolam, a sedative in her system, and that her car's tires had poor tread levels.
Jesus Christ. She was just asking to die.
Yeah. The Duluth News Tribute reports that Milberg had allegedly also been texting near the time of the crash.
That makes sense.
This isn't the first time a driver has been accused of being on Facebook before a deadly crash.
Yeah.
Last year, a 20-year-old from North Dakota was allegedly driving at 84 to 86 mile per hour down a highway while checking her pictures on Facebook. Her SUV allegedly went into the back of another SUV. A passenger in the SUV hit an 89-year-old Phyllis Gordon, who died from the injuries.
Wow.
Whether it happens to be Facebook, texting, or any other mobile use, many states have now outlawed using a cell phone while driving. There seems little evidence that this has curbed people's obsession with their devices, even when it's patently dangerous.
Now, see, that's not true. Because I'll tell you what, since I got the new car, that has the Bluetooth and all that in it, and I can do everything, hands-free. And I don't text at all or Facebook. And I used to be bad
but
at
that's the whole thing. It's hands-free.
Yeah, but I can do all this. I mean, I can do the same stuff. Most of it. I mean, I can't really text, but I can call and do all that stuff now without the. So I don't. And I used to be bad with it, dude. I used to constantly text, video, and everything while I was driving.
Right.
But I've actually completely stopped all that shit since I got the new car.
Sure.
Because they made it easier for me. And I make calls. Dude, anytime I'm in the car, I'm on the phone. But because I could just push a button and say, hey, call Neely, and it does, that makes it a whole lot easier.
Sure, but you're not picking up your phone and scrolling through the screen and... No, that's what I'm saying, is because the car has that option to where I don't have to do that anymore, I don't. But if people don't have the most modern cars, they don't have that convenience. And, with renting, cars as often as I've had over the last couple of years, I mean, I know how nice that feature is. And yeah, I agree with you. It's a great feature, but most people don't have brand new cars with the latest technology, and they're still looking down at their phone, scrolling through the screen, looking for, whatever it is they're looking for, and they're taking their eyes off the road.
Yeah. You do see that a lot too. Like when I know I hate driving on the highway now because you just see cars weaving back and forth a ton. Have you noticed that more and more?
I have, and I'll tell a story there that just happened last week.
Mm-hmm.
So, I have to take the Indiana toll road home every day.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the speed limit out there is 70 miles an hour.
Right.
But most people travel about 80.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So there's this SUV in the left lane.
Okay.
And there's a guy in a pickup truck in the right lane, and he's just cruising along. Right. And this always drives me crazy too. You get somebody who gets up right alongside you, and then they match your speed, and then they just stay side by side with you the entire time. They don't pass you, they don't fall behind, they don't get ahead, whatever the case may be, and they just sit there and they just hold their speed exactly at your speed.
Yeah, that scares the shit out of me.
Well, it's like they're using you as some kind of a guide or something.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And I'm behind both of them. So it's like a rolling roadblock.
Right.
You can't get around because both of them are just side by side.
Mm-hmm.
So the guy in the pickup truck is fast approaching the tail end of a semi in the right lane. And this person in the left lane just continues maintaining their speed side by side.
Mm-hmm.
So this guy speeds up, gets out ahead of this person, and gets over in the left lane so he can pass the semi.
Right.
And then he gets back over in the right lane. Now, even though he was ahead of the person that was side by side, and it was a woman, she speeds up, gets up alongside him again, and then paces him the whole time. Well, I see this guy and I can see his frustration with this. It's just like, get the fuck off the side of my vehicle here,
Right. Sure.
So he takes this, what do you want to call, very abrupt maneuver, and he acts like he's going to swerve right into her.
Oh, Jesus.
he just yanks his wheel to the left and swerved right into her and yanked it back just to get her attention, Yeah. But it didn't seem to faze her.
Right.
So he just floored it and got out ahead of her and got into the left lane. Right. So I was able to get up on her right side and get up on the right side to pass her.
Yeah.
She is leaned over the wheel and she's got her cell phone in front of her and she's basically steering with her elbows.
Oh, Jesus.
So she could be texting while she's on her phone. So that's why she was not even paying attention to the guy next to her in the pickup truck, because she's so focused in on her phone and leaned over the wheel, steering with her elbows and texting at the same time.
Oh my God, she should be murdered.
So out of her peripheral vision, she was probably using that guy in the right lane as her guide.
Her stable.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly. So she could sit there and text on her phone. And then he just like slammed on the brakes and brake checked her.
Right.
It's just like, get off your fucking phone and drive.
Yeah, you fucking bitch.
So I see it all the time. See it every day.
I was watching Cumia this week, Anthony Cumia's show.
Yeah.
And he showed on Wednesday, I guess it was, he had there's some experimental program out there with video cameras. And it's
Periscope.
I'm not sure what it's called, but it's basically it puts one camera on. Parents are putting it in on their kids' cars.
Okay.
And it puts one camera facing the kid and another camera facing the road. so that they can watch how the kids are driving, like what they're doing on the street, as well as what they're doing in the seat. And, oh, my God, he was showing these videos, and it was just video after video after video of the kid not fucking paying attention and fucking running off the road, spinning out, flipping their cars over. It was like, holy shit. I mean, there was like 20 of them in a row.
Right.
Where the kids are just not paying attention, and a lot of it was texting.
Yeah, of course it is, because everybody's so self-absorbed.
Yeah. It's like, what the fuck?
I mean, I love technology with a passion. I mean, obviously, technology has allowed us to do this show for the last, 13 years via the internet and whatnot. Right. And that I appreciate. But it's just gotten to the point to where everybody's just so self-absorbed with it. It's just ridiculous that they can't pay attention to the common sense things. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
And I got to drive on the freeways every day, so I see it all the time. And then, all the stupidity with the whole self-absorbed, look at me, this is what I'm doing.
Right.
I just get tired of it.
Yeah.
So whatever. It's like sick of it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Had enough. I'm going to say that our fans don't do that because our fans are good.
Please.
They're good. They don't do that kind of stuff.
Every one of our fans is texting while they're driving, probably with 2 phones.
Look at Nathan. I don't know how he does all that shit. Look at that.
Oh, that's funny.
Look at that kid in front of the car.
That's good.
Nathan, I don't know who's the best in that chat room when it comes to those memes.
Either him or Phil.
Phil or Nathan.
Yeah, Phil Lewis is good too. Oh. He's not in there tonight, but he's funny with that shit.
You guys are just so quick on the...
And Demon too, when she's sending ridiculous amounts of porn.
I know. But those guys are so fast with that. I don't even know how to do that. I mean, I've never experimented with it, but I personally don't even know how to do that kind of stuff.
What would you do?
I don't know. I don't really have a use for it, but I think it's funny when I see it.
Yeah. They're master Googlers.
Yeah, they're quick.
Yep.
The thing is we're in real time talking about this, and within minutes.
Yep, it's up.
It's up.
It's topical to what we're talking about.
It's just outrageously funny.
Yeah, it is.
All right, well, I need a quick break.
All right, let's come back and talk Van Halen.
Okay, we can do that.
We'll play some of this shit and see if we can. I have not listened to it, so
I just got it before the show started, so I
got it literally the second before I sent it to you. So
I've got no preconceived idea about this at all, aside from what we did a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, so maybe John Rufo's right.
David Lee Roth, dead on, perfect notes,
dead on
everything.
On this concert.
Everything is just perfect.
Yeah, it could be.
It could be.
We'll see.
Who are we to say, man?
Yeah, man.
We're not experts on this.
That's right.
All right, I'm going to play something. Let's see. I'm going to play some Van Halen.
All right.
Let me see here.
Sharon era.
No.
Never.
No. No. Let's go, since we're kind of talking about reminiscing a little bit. Mm-hmm. Where have all the good times gone?
That's a good one.
That's a good one. So from the Diver Down release, here's Van Halen with Where Have All the Good Times Gone, exclusively here
on your Classic Metal Show.